We're live. I know I told you that I had to turn off my Switch. But we are live.
We're live.
We are. Hello, everybody. We are continuing the game, Deadly Premonition 2. I'm actually really excited to get back to this. Not that I didn't enjoy playing Skullgirls, and by playing Skullgirls, I mean not playing Skullgirls. When was our most recent? But I really missed Francis York Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And I also
time to get back to good old Frankie.
Yeah, and I also missed having a negative frame rate. Hold on, I do gotta reposition some stuff because I only have 2 monitors instead of 7, so I can only play on one thing. So we're going to go back. All right, we should be good though. I mean, the game takes forever to load anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is. I knew Gordon was going to come in about the monitors. See, if we ever get Twitch verified, then we'll kick on the whole donations thing, and we'll work on getting Grant 7 monitors.
Yeah. All right, real talk. I love Francis York Morgan. How do I get on my skateboard?
Grant, would you say that Francis York Morgan is a neutral character?
I did tag it as I did. Neutral. I got the neutral character tag. I got a new job, and because I got a new job, I bought a bunch of dress clothes. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me wants to go skateboard or longboarding downtown in dress clothes, so that I can be Francis York Morgan.
Gotta channel it.
I don't remember. I know. Okay, so in the last time, we came to this small Louisiana town. Oh God, you cannot jump. And that's so. Oh, there's a squirrel. Apparently they attack you. Oh my God, they hate me. Oh my God, look at the mini-map. There's so many of them.
Target spotted.
Yeah, I want to channel Francis York.
Mm-hmm. You should do what I did as a kid, which was basically just like attempt to be as anime as possible. Like I'd do like the Ash Ketchum V for Victory sign and stuff like that.
You still do that?
No, I do not. I do not throw up the V for Victory.
No, you don't.
But I probably should.
Okay.
We already have a what is it? A GDQ-esque request to kill the squirrels, Grant.
I do not have a gun. I cannot kill the squirrels. This is not where
Once
I need to
you
go.
do, those squirrels are going down. That's what the audience wants.
Yeah, once I get my dart gun, it's over. No, is that the bowling alley? Oh.
After all, we know how much you love to grind in this game. These games.
All right. Yes.
Oh, it's your map. Okay. Testing time. How far can you zoom out?
The entire thing.
Oh my God. Oh, now is it though? Go check it, or is there more out there?
I mean, it's not as big. It is definitely not as big as Deadly Premonition 1.
What a godsend.
But
also, do you think maybe there's stuff way out there at the corners?
No, because you can't get there. Also, the map does not change direction based on which way you're looking.
That is an immense upgrade.
Is this the cold storage? I think so. Because this is the bowling alley, right?
I believe so. Don't you have like a quest marker?
Yeah, but I'm trying to go to the cold storage before the bowling alley because I think that makes more sense.
So you clearly love TV shows, but what about movies?
Movies? We don't even have a movie theater around
conversation
here.
time as
So
this
I can only watch what I manage to catch on TV.
Like what?
Slow
For some
runs
reason,
behind
the
you.
only movie channel we get at
we
home
already
is the
heard this
sci-fi
dialogue.
one.
I already heard
so
this
I just
one,
watch
yeah.
a lot of sci-fi.
Like what? What's the last one you saw?
God.
So why don't you
one
get back
with
on your
Schwarzen-
skateboard? Just start going.
By child.
Or no, oh no, but then it's gonna repeat it, won't it?
Yeah.
You have to run it out, Grant. Or no, well, it depends. Do you think it's repeating it just because it can, or do you
Patty,
think
what's
it's
that?
repeating it
That tree?
because we
Or
some
the
for
water
some reason
tower?
hadn't
That thing.
triggered
I'm
it? Oh,
pointing
this is new,
back.
right?
Like I said, what?
That thing. Right there, Patty.
Just tell me what it is. How am I supposed to know which that you're referring to? Oh, you're goofing on me, ain't you?
He's goofing. I don't know why. I think York having a side character is pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Clarkson, food
Right.
delivery service. Oh, I gotta press A.
So this would appear to be the cold storage, right?
Yes, look at this car. It looks like Homer Simpson's car from the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, it looks like Wario and Waluigi's muscle car from Mario Kart Double
It
Dash.
does. That's a much better reference. All right, we're here. Hello.
You know, cold storage was my nickname back in
No.
summer of 2019.
It was not.
Might as well have been. I
Mr.
spent the
York,
whole summer in a hoodie
that
and
was
jeans.
mad quick.
It's been so long.
The special agent does
I
it
mean,
again.
you did make it on a
You sure
skateboard.
don't waste any time. I bet my CLG's got a lot to learn from you.
Oh, I
By
freaked
the
out.
way, Mr. York, looks to me like you aren't packing anything.
I was on vacation in New Orleans
Uh-oh.
before I happened to stop by here.
I would have.
Equipment time.
Well, shoot, that won't do.
All right.
Here, I got something I think you'll like.
Can you just imagine? Hell yeah.
I call him Mr. Alligator. Badass.
Get
ain't it?
equipped with indigo gun.
It's a tranquilizer
That's
gun
the same
for
color
gators.
as like the first round of GameCubes.
It can only fire rubber bullets.
I love that shade of purple.
And here's a radio. With
Such a
this,
good color.
You don't have to worry about any
Tell me more
expensive
about the
running
colors you
fees.
like.
All the colors you're seeing in our stream interface. I really like
Might take you a while
orange
to
is my
get used
favorite
to it,
color, even
but
though I
you'll
don't
get
wear
it.
it very often.
It's hard to pull off orange. Like,
Yeah, and all like my work
Try
shirts and
letting them rip
everything
a
are
few
black.
times. They don't need to
Um,
hold back out here.
So I just end up usually just wearing my work shirts casually anyways, so
all right, hold on. We gotta double check the sound effect.
really love that the first screenshot they show you is shooting a dog with rubber bullets.
I know. I don't want to feel bound by rules and tradition either. But you know what they say, Zach. Sometimes it's better to save the best for last. Let's finish our work up here.
I tried to back out because you can dodge backwards while aiming the gun. Also, you can punch. Oh,
Heck
god
yeah.
damn it, I hit Patty.
Stick with the fuck. Hey, can you back out to the edge again? Is it just me or did York sound weird?
I know. I don't want to feel bound by rules and tradition either. But you know what they say, Zach. Sometimes it's better to save the best for last. Let's finish our work up here first.
Sounded normal.
Okay, I don't know. For whatever, maybe it's because I've been away from it for a while, but it sounds like an audiobook reader impersonating the voice actor.
I don't think, I'm gonna be real, I don't think it'd be hard
Now
to,
this
like,
is
he
an
doesn't
intriguing
do
weapon.
much voice acting.
For a tranquilizer gun, it really packs a
Do you
punch.
think that, what do you think the guy that plays Francis York Morgan does as his day job? Because he doesn't voice act, like, enough.
But I'm
I
afraid
mean, he
I'll
might
decline.
do like commercials and things
After
like
all, this
that.
town is peaceful.
Like that
isn't
wouldn't
it?
show up where we look for voice actors.
Oh, that's fair.
You know.
That's fair.
Well, sure is peaceful. At least
But I
the humans
really
are.
don't want to know. I
But
want it
the
to be a
animals,
mystery.
A different story. Remember what I named it?
Yeah, I like that they're like, that instead of having,
There's some real mean
fake-ass
ass gators
zombies
out
that
there in the
appear.
swamps. and every now and then,
It's
they
just
wander
the
into town.
animals want to kill you.
One of them even went and ate a kid once.
I mean,
It
I'm an
happened a
animal and I
long
want to
time
kill
ago,
Francis York
but
Morgan.
still, one chomp's all it takes.
All right,
They
so
swallow
imagine
down
a horror
every
game,
last bit
okay?
of you.
Mhm.
Poor kid's
And
parents
it's
didn't
you
even know
play
what to
as
put in his coffin.
the general space marine, right? It's like a Dead Space kind of thing, and
The
you're
worst
going
part
to
is,
a space
that taught the
station
gators
where
just how
they're
tasty
talking
we
about how
humans
there's
are.
this
So now,
creature,
those
and
suckers just
they've
attack
blown it
on
up,
sight.
they've set it on fire, and every time they do, it might get wounded, but it never dies. And so you spend this entire game trying to chase down this thing that can survive explosions and flamethrowers.
Man-eating
And then it turns out it's
crocodiles
fucking
will feast
Pikachu.
tonight in Blood
Oh.
Swamp.
That's not where I thought this was going.
No,
It's
just
just-
think about it, right?
Gators
Like,
don't attack folks.
I watched a clip of Pokemon 2019. I can't remember which.
I never heard about no kid getting
I
swallowed
think
by
that's
a
Sword and
gator.
Shield, right?
Actually, Patricia, you're wrong.
might be. Was
What?
who was the
Alligators do
sidekick?
attack people.
Was it Go,
And it
or
can
was it
happen in
like?
any
No
town.
idea.
I guess you would have known if it's Sun and Moon because
Yeah.
Alligator, 1980.
then you would see like
Directed by
Lily
Louis
and
T.
Yeah, no, it
all
wasn't
the
that.
trial leaders.
This doesn't look like Age of Empires 2. That's tomorrow, Bryce.
Takes place in the Midwest, I believe.
But
A teenage girl's pet alligator gets flushed
um,
down the toilet.
there's a scene where Eevee and it's Sword and Shield because what's the monkey's name? The grass monkey.
Then,
Oh,
in the sewer,
wow! Why am I
feeds on the
blanking on
corpses
this?
of
I guess I didn't
dogs
play
that
the
were
game.
used as test subjects for an
Grookey.
experimental growth
Grookey, yeah,
formula.
he's trying to cross the street, and Eevee like tells him no, and then they look both ways and they cross the street, and I was
After
like, oh, that's
growing
cute.
over 30 feet,
But,
it
like,
finally starts to go after humans.
Pokemon could probably survive
It's
getting
an
hit by a car.
extremely,
They survive much worse.
yes, an extremely edifying
I suppose
movie.
that's true. So what you're saying is that
When I
how
first saw it, I had a
physically
pet hamster.
like Pokemon can
Hey,
endure
Agent York.
all sorts of just absolute like blunt force
What's your first order of business?
PSI
Yeah, like if you get body
that they
slammed-
would make a terrifying monster for a human to fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're terrible. Like if a Pikachu can be survived by a body slammed by a Snorlax, I don't think guns are gonna do anything to it.
You're in charge
Well, it's
now,
scarier
remember?
too because the more they do that, the more they fight, the
Well
stronger
said,
they get.
Patricia.
Yeah.
You know,
See, they're horror.
I nearly lost sight
like
of a true goal.
imagine
Melvin, I
like the
couldn't
more
help but
you
notice
played
the
fetch
name on
with
the
your
side of
dog,
that
the harder
truck.
it was to kill. Like
we are not talking about
This
Deadly
facility is
Premonition
connected
2.
to the victim, isn't
So
it?
so
we're talking about immortal dogs.
so that's you're whispering the wrong
Oh.
way.
Oh, right. Yeah. I reckon I better start from there.
Knowing our
I'm
good
gonna
friend
tell it to you
CLG,
straight
I
right
think
from
that's
the beginning,
intentional.
Mr.
You play fetch with your duck so much it turns into a horse.
As you guessed, this warehouse is run by the Clarksons.
Oh, I love our friend.
The victim's father, Danny Clarkson, is the one who manages the whole
We're
place.
so fortunate to
Okay,
have
but
people to chat
why
in
did
with
he
us.
choose
Oh, I
to
know.
store her
I-
body in
Take
his
our
own
jokes one step
warehouse,
further.
Right?
Okay, so we know that the
Well,
guy,
that's 'cause there ain't
the
no other
owner
place to
of
store
this
it.
is the victim's father.
Our town has a
Yes.
clinic inside a church, but no morgue.
This town is too big. Okay, I've been to towns that do not have hospitals, right?
Mhm.
This town is too damn big to not have a hospital. It's not
Whenever
a
someone
big
takes the
town,
bucket, we just bury him in the graveyard right outside
but
of
this
town.
is not that kind of town.
But not this time. We got a murder on our hands this time. We need to give Lisa's body an autopsy and keep it stored, right? So we had no choice but to rent out a corner
So
of
we're
this
doing the
warehouse.
autopsy in a cold
I see.
storage.
So that's
Beautiful.
what led to the ingenious choice to store the victim's body in
It's
a
kind of like in
facility
Disco
that her
Elysium where you
family
store the
owns.
body in a fridge.
Anywho,
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can store the body in the fridge, and it allows you
this
to...
is where the real
Oh.
story begins.
I didn't know
Well,
I didn't know you couldn't do that.
Truth is,
I
a few
from
days before we
because I've
got
watched
here,
a playthrough.
Lisa's body went
They get the
missing.
body down and they leave it there until they
Yes.
have Kim take it away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
I
of a
put it in a
sudden,
fridge.
poof.
Interesting. Maybe
you
we should
leave the
stream that game
warehouse
sometime
It would be
when
fun.
we're done with this very long game.
It's only like
I
20
most
hours.
certainly did not.
I guess I
knocked the whole
qualify that
place
as very
and
long.
made sure
But,
no
yeah,
one could
it's
get
long.
And then like
inside.
60-hour games are like
No one
extremely
stole the
long for
original
me.
key,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find any fingerprints at the scene.
All right. We should listen to what
So,
Melvin has
in
to
other
say.
words, this is
Oh,
a
it's a locked room mystery. We know lots
mystery.
about those.
The
Oh,
body
boy.
of a beautiful young girl walks that bit.
These characters
Hey.
need like 6 more animations.
All right,
But not to
I see,
pull
LG.
throughout the game. Just there's one cutscene that's
Reckon
stacked
I
with a
should
bunch
have
of
told
unique
you about this
animations.
earlier when you first said you wanted to come here. It just didn't seem
Wait,
like
no,
the
that's
time or
that's just
places I remember.
that's just cutscenes.
Anywho,
Yeah,
how about
cutscene
we
is what
call
they
it a
do
day
that.
and head
You're
back to
right.
my office. You can go through all the files there.
No, thank you. This is what I came to investigate.
I want to
But
see
Lisa's
the body.
body isn't here anymore. You sure?
Oh.
That doesn't bother me one bit, Melvin. You see, I met a skeletal gentleman on my way here, and he was kind enough to give me an oracle.
Someone is doing loud things outside.
Luckily I can't hear it through your Discord.
What?
You see that? You see York slide down the stairs while you had your menu pulled up?
Wait. Okay.
Try to
hold on.
replicate it. Just walk up the stairs and then menu while you're on the stairs. Yeah.
Wait, I think I don't.
Smooth.
It's not even. You don't even need to turn the menu on.
Yeah.
It's just-
Oh,
it's
the
just-
ramp is just steep enough. So here's a little game dev trick for you. Sometimes stairs aren't stairs. Sometimes they're a ramp, and we just make them look like stairs. So like in reality, that might just be like a flat surface that's angled, and then the stairs, as you see them, don't have collision, or the collision of the ramp is on top of it. That way you don't get this really like rough jittering effect as you plop, 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 plop up the stairs. There are actually places in like Mario 64 where sometimes it's a ramp and sometimes it's real stairs. So if you're running upstairs in Mario 64 and you notice that it kind of pops up each step as you walk into it, those are real rectangular collisions that are low enough for Mario to step
You
up.
holding up okay,
But if he just sort of
CLG?
slides up the staircase, then you know it's just a ramp collision.
See, I know we only have like
Sure
5
you wanna
viewers
wait
and most
outside?
of them are friends, but damn. Really, we need to advertise the fact that you know how to
I'll
make
be fine,
video
Daddy.
games.
Just make sure
Somewhat.
you don't take your eyes off of
I
it.
mean, enough that you can give shit like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
so
that Patty's
selfish and
like,
inconsiderate.
hey,
I'm still
I'm
not convinced he's
I'm not
actually a
leaving
real
this guy
FBI
alone because I'm
agent.
interested in him. I just do not trust him.
Look, he's talking to himself again.
Zack, this is the ambiguous zero. The deep freeze. Let's hurry up and find
By
that
the way, if
flying
I'm a little
serpent,
slow
shall
on
we?
things, that's because I am opting to watch through the stream visual today as opposed to a Discord stream. So
That way he gets the. He is listen. Are you listening? Listening?
occasionally I'll kick the volume back on to listen in, but for the most part I can get by without it.
That just says Coke.
Oh. Wow, it does.
It's not the right
Bold.
font, and because
Uh-huh.
it normally says Coca-Cola on it, but this is just.
That's like classic Coca-Cola font, but with like just the Coke logo.
Hey, Mr. Young,
Huh.
you sure you?
The
One
skeletal
time
gentleman.
when I was a kid and I wanted to feel adult,
He's
uh,
just joking, Daddy.
we
You
were
can take him
ordering food at a
seriously.
restaurant. So I was like, well, I have to say the full
Was
name
that
of,
really a joke,
of
Mr.
what I'm
York?
ordering. So I said,
I'll be-
I would like an Enjoy
See, you've
Coca-Cola
been hiding
Classic,
some real
please.
charm into that
And
whole
my
layout
family
routine.
has never let me live it down.
They shouldn't. That's terrible.
It is.
Sorry, Melvin, but I'm dead
If I met a
serious.
kid like that, I'd be like, oh, this child's a little
Hey,
corporate slave.
hey, Green. I know you're in the chat. If you're still in the chat, do they call all drinks Coke down there? Like, you get a pop? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. So apparently Coke and the South is just all soda. Oh,
Visions.
so I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a really good gun stance.
You think it's worsened since Deadly Premonition 1?
It's just okay. So he's not looking down the sight of his gun.
Mm-hmm.
His gun is way too low from his face. His arms are fairly well positioned. They just need to be up. He shouldn't be slouching like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does look kind of uncomfortable.
Good God almighty. This place always gives me goosebumps, no matter how many times I come here.
Well, Melvin, I think it makes sense to give you goosebumps because it's very cold here.
All right, let's place our bets on York making a Rocky reference.
Yes, it's quite the
Ooh.
funhouse.
I'm gonna say no.
Truly
It's a little too
dazzling
popular.
place. Meat entertainment. That's the only way to describe it.
What the
Woven together by life, frozen in time.
Out of all the things York has
visceral,
said
musical.
for the first we've seen of this game, I think
Symphony.
meat entertainment has to be like one of the
All
weirdest.
this in order to survive.
Yes, truly a symphony. Life and death resonating together.
This is the weirdest. This
Oh,
is
man.
this is a pretty weird
Yeah,
shit even for York.
it's really cool.
Cool. Whoa now, CLG. Since when were you interested in this kind of stuff?
What are you so surprised for, Daddy? I'm more mature than you are.
That's a very 10-year-old thing to say.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
realistic corpses on CSI, you know.
That's what I was thinking when I asked for an Enjoy Coca-Cola Classic.
At first, Zach, I was shocked by the notion of storing a victim's body alongside food.
I like the symbol with the dragonfly.
As I gaze upon this hanging garden,
Yeah, it's pretty cash.
I realize it's just another scene.
I
of
first thought it was a
violent
palm tree.
yes. All we need to do is change our point of view, and things will expose themselves in utterly new
All you need to do is
ways.
change your point of view, and he just gets on the ground.
That would point of view down the barrel of a gun. All right, new speedrunning tactic.
Back dodge.
Too bad he doesn't have an after image.
It does take up stamina.
I know. I can't remember how to sprint.
I really would love a Castlevania Symphony of the Night after image whenever you backdash.
I am trying to remember how to sprint. Nope, that's punch.
Can you just not sprint in this area?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
I
Is it
remember-
clicking a stick? Or is it one of the triggers?
I remember. There it is. He's so much faster.
What is it?
It's R, because the bumpers are right. The bumper, yeah, because for some reason ZR is the triggers in the Switch controller.
I'm afraid we do have to lament something, a downgrade from the first game. Now when you pick up items, they just disappear from the world, and it tells you what you got instead of cutting to a black screen and showing you a rotating version of the item.
Yeah, that's a pretty big downgrade, especially when you spend 20 minutes
Melvin,
picking up
I'd like
pickles.
to take this opportunity to ask you a personal question. In the hotel parking lot, when I first met you, the picture you had on your dashboard
I
happened
missed
to
the
catch
days
my
of
eye.
Infinite Pickles.
Oh,
Was that your wife?
Oh, her? Yeah, that's my lady, all right. Candy. Her name's Candy, the prettiest girl in town, which makes me the happiest boy. A
Well, at least we
shooting
got
star
like a...
landed in a
We got
root
that much. The evidence up
right
against
on top
him.
of a man who now has a
the evidence comes back.
Back
meteor
into the
struck
background.
hard.
I like Melvin. I like how extra
Yeah.
he is. He's just extra enough that he doesn't take away from York's,
You always keep her photo with you?
but he is still pretty extra.
You bet I do. The truth is, Candy's a little sick right now. She can't even leave the house no more. So I always keep her photograph with me.
No,
Kinda feels like we're always together.
I see. You care for your wife a great deal, but this means that
Yeah, that's right. My mom
Melvin
had
almost
me
feels
before
like the
she married
Polly of
Daddy.
this game.
what'd you say?
Is it Melvin almost feels like the Polly of this game?
Yeah, we're just a little bit over the top, but
Like,
not.
yeah, over the top,
Don't
very
matter.
earnest.
He's still my real daddy to me.
And like very helpful,
Oh.
but can't help directly
Thank
that
you,
much.
CLG.
Yeah.
And you're
But
my
he's like
pride and joy.
your connection,
He's
your
al-
root.
He's
Sort of.
also a good dad, and
Well,
you know
Zach,
what we
isn't
say
this
at
a
Familiar
heartwarming scene?
Territory. Good dad ain't bad.
but there's one thing I just can't get out of my mind.
That does work out as a logical statement.
Yeah. It's not as good as if he has a sword to get on board, but
Don't you think that photograph looked a bit too old? Perhaps Candy is already... No, let's not think about that. It might be a private matter, just like you said.
I like
York is right there.
Yeah, I know. I think that York thinks that when he talks, he is in the like cone of silence.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't like that I have a notification and I can't clear it from my.
Oh. Does it not let you hit the plus button?
Well, that's what brings this up.
Oh, that's what that is. Can you click on those? Can you hit A on them?
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. You just constantly have a notification. I also.
Oh, that makes my skin itch.
Yeah. I've finally gotten into the habit of checking my email every time I get an email because I used to always have like 30 from all the spam stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally was like, you know what? I can't do that anymore because once I get real emails, I want to make sure that I have real emails.
Mm-hmm.
I also got to unsubscribe from all my like work search emails, so
We're almost to the
It's
morgue.
been so nice.
The temporary one, at least.
You don't need to keep
Now
correcting
tell me,
yourself.
what's the highest number of emails you've had? So you've seen someone have backed up?
My
I
dad
know,
had
but
over 1,000 one
I'm
time.
starting to feel guilty
Yeah.
all of a sudden.
I've seen like 2,000, 3,000 plus.
You know,
I just it
from an ethical
disgusts
perspective,
me.
it just ain't
Just
right to
notifications
store a
make me
teenage
so
girl's
sick.
body
You know
in
what
a
game is
place
the
like
worst with
this.
notifications? Kingdom Hearts.
Still, rephrasing your
Because it'll
sentence
be like
won't fix anything at this point.
new, and it's like 8 pages of lore dumping.
It's a shallow concern, really.
You gotta,
Jiminy Cricket wants you to look at what a bouncy wild is versus a power wild, and it's like, fucking
dude.
Jiminy. I'm trying to go on a violence quest
Yeah.
here. And
I know, but shoot. I
Jiminy
just felt
Cricket
like the
does
least
not
I
have
could do was
any
try to
relevance
phrase
to
it
the
better.
story.
I mean,
Don't bother trying to convince
he
me,
recognizes
Daddy.
Pinocchio in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh boy. You know who also recognizes Pinocchio? The fucking audience.
I've only been working with him for a little while.
That's fair.
I already figured out what his deal is.
So Patty already knows my
He ain't
deal.
right in the head.
Yeah.
The FBI should add a new requirement to their hiring
They
process.
really just created a character to shit on York.
Must possess humanity.
Holy
Whoa.
shit. Did York bow to her?
I think so, yeah.
I also like these jackets. There's just something funny about York wearing a hard hat.
Yeah. I love it when you leave, Patty's like, actually, Mr. York, you should keep that hard hat.
Whoa!
Don't want to get any worse than you already are.
That's a lot of exclamation marks. Exclamation.
It is.
What is it? I bet they're all catfish. Crawfish claw. Hey, Green, what do you call a crawfish?
This feels like a setup to a joke. I know you're just asking as an honest question,
Well,
but
because okay, so crayfish are like all across the continental United States, right? They have like a bazillion names. Here in where we're from, in good old Midwest Indiana, crawdad is common, but in other places it's like mudbug.
oh,
I've heard crawdads a lot. Yeah, I'd imagine that you're not that far. There is nothing, by the way. This is just
just a nice crouch corner.
alligator gar scale. I don't know what that means.
Huh.
Today while I was cleaning out my new classroom, I got a bunch of old dinosaur books.
Yeah.
And like they're super old. So T-Rex recently got a new look because they found a bunch of new skeletal parts, and like, oh boy, T-Rex is probably much chunkier, like just had a much larger belly. And so they changed what T-Rex looked like, because a lot of people think T-Rex looks like Jurassic Park T-Rex, like this thin, like super fast predator. Not true. They were slow as hell. But these books I had, it's like all you need to know about dinosaurs. And I was reading through them, and T-Rex is like the 1970s T-Rex, which is the one that like dragged its tail across the ground. I. It's so weird. There's a lot of things that I found that were old and wrong.
Yeah.
Both socially and academically.
Which is upsetting considering that this is not you going into someone's time capsule. You're going into what they've been teaching with up until now.
Well, no, because my classroom.
Potentially, I guess, because some of this is like past teachers.
Yeah, I have a lot of garbage in my classroom right now. I have no idea what to do. This is a maze.
You have to talk to the people.
No, they don't. They
don't respond.
No.
They're less interactive than the corners.
Look at this guy.
Bump this person into the corner.
Well, not that. He.
Hey, they are practicing proper pandemic protection.
This is 2005. We didn't care about health and safety.
Let me have this. No kidding.
Yep. They do not.
Go to the corner.
Oh no! This is a place I
Take
can
a break, buddy.
This is a place I can go and I push this man into this. I have to push him all the way through.
This is a Zelda block pushing puzzle now.
No, there's nothing.
Oh, his eyeballs! You can see his eyeballs.
Wait, is he? Oh, is he?
No, because the camera was clipping into York's head. Yeah, I guess you could do it with this guy too. If you turn around, yeah. Oh, there we go. Love it.
Beautiful eyes. Here, he can take a nap back here. His supervisor won't find him. I'll go push his supervisor into another corner.
It's like, excuse me, gentlemen, I need to play a little game of Sokoban.
Your weird references to.
Well, it's because we don't do it. Don't do it.
I feel like I have to. This is the only thing I can do. Crouch, hide. Because if I do this, oh, there's a red exclamation mark that tells me what to do. I'm also almost out of focus gauge, whatever that means.
Oh, does that mode actually run on a... Oh my god, do you have a limit to how many times you can use it?
Use the focus gauge? Yeah, it comes back. I bet if I eat something... Hold on, let's go check my inventory. Yeah. Can I eat?
While you look for that, I love to / accidentally always bring up Sokoban because it's one of the things we teach, and also I like to find like the roots of like common like gameplay staples.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are, Zach.
And Sokoban's that.
The morgue.
Interesting.
They stored the victim's body in a cold storage warehouse operated by her family. I'd love to shake the hand of whoever came up with that one.
Hey, Agent York.
Child.
Did you just come here to laugh at rural officers who are doing the best they can?
This is not rural. I'm sorry. This is like...
Given that it's 2005 and Patty is a child, I would love if you just referred to him as Tonka
What else
Joe.
did you expect us to do, huh? Don't compare us with city folk. This is Lucara.
It's definitely not a city. I'll agree.
And maybe you're just disappointed that you didn't get to see the bloated, decomposing corpse of a young girl.
Sorry, you're right.
Damn, Patty.
I went a bit
Dude,
too
he's
far just now.
Fucking mean.
But don't misunderstand. I honestly think it's a fantastic idea. I'd never try and bully your daddy.
Aw. York cares.
Better not.
Thank you for understanding.
Oh, shiny in the back.
Yep.
I miss Agent
Hey.
Honor.
Yeah.
I miss just the floating... The floating badges. What's this? Alligator gar scale.
Remember, Mr. York, the only one who can make fun of my daddy is me.
Oh, I gotta crouch under.
There we go!
Alright. Time to enter detective mode. Why were they... Oh, inspection start. This is so much better than killing... Zombies.
Icicle on sea.
Hanging light.
Zach, can you see that? Look closely. That's right. There are 4 imprints in the frost on the top of this. It's hard to believe,
How
but
could he
I think
see
these are
that?
fingerprints. Yes, Zach, that would lead one to believe that the body napper is a giant who's over 10 feet tall.
Did he climb up?
Interesting. And no, he's just Francis York Morgan.
An icicle. Never thought
He
I'd
just has
see
an
one of these down the
8-foot
south.
vertical leap, I suppose.
He can levitate.
Boxes that got left behind. I can't tell what's inside. What do you think, Zach?
What do you think's in the cardboard box labeled cardboard box?
I hope it's another cardboard box.
I'm gonna go with okra. Yeah. Oh. I'm sure it must be okra. That's a staple of the South.
He's really doubling down on this. He's super convinced. Do you think he's a gambling man?
Green. I know you're not that much further south, but is okra a staple?
Boxes of the past or presents of the future?
My grandparents love
okra.
fucking okay.
Either way.
We're gonna take your
this is a
grandparents
curious
as our
time capsule.
our convenient sample and run with it.
Forgotten boxes.
This one says
I
shrimp.
think before we asked.
Looks
Incredible.
like
Tramp.
shelled headless shrimp. When were these boxes brought here? And when will they
God,
be
shrimp
taken
sounds
away?
Good.
Zach, can you feel it?
I stopped
The
eating
perpetual,
shrimp because of environmental
unstoppable
reasons.
flow
But
of
damn,
time.
I do love me some shrimp
I've always been afraid to eat shrimp.
because they're little insects.
Yeah.
These
Like,
Just kidding, they're
talented
fucking
mess.
crustaceans.
it's too much of the shape of the
Looks
real
like this
whole
area
animal.
isn't used often.
That's fair.
Still, the idea to
Here's the
store
thing
a
about
body
shrimp.
here,
Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it sucks ass.
it's a novel, sophisticated
Yeah.
idea, unlike anything I'd ever
But I kind of
come
have that entire relationship with meat.
Yeah. I mean, I've been off meat for some time, except the occasional sushi.
Look at the thermometer, Zach.
It's just I don't get sushi a lot, but there's just times where pick polk salad.
I need to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know what
I will
that
do
is.
some research.
It's at 10
tell me the
degrees
story.
Fahrenheit
But
or
it's just that
minus
there's not a
12.2
lot of good
degrees
vegetarian
Celsius.
sushi.
This must not be the ambiguous zero.
So I mean, I don't get sushi that often anyway, though. A large footprint.
Zach, these are human footprints, and they're extremely large.
This reminds me of
Oh. Polk salad is a toxic plant.
green. Did you eat it?
Yes, Zach, I agree.
No,
These
you
footprints
picked it.
must
So I'm
belong to
assuming
someone
like
who's used to walking around in
kind of
cold
like de-weeding or
temperatures.
something, maybe.
This frost is shaped like something we're very used to seeing.
Also, so if you cook the
Hope
leaves,
you're okay.
That's right.
Ah,
A
I
body
see.
bag. Lisa's body must have been left.
Yeah. You can fry them.
But there are no signs
interesting.
that the bag was dragged away. So our criminal must possess monstrous strength.
So do you have to pick it so that cows eat, or can you pick it because cows won't eat it?
Seems like our flying serpent isn't here. Is this everything, Melvin?
I'm very interested in cow lore right now.
Yeah, me too.
There aren't any other rooms in this warehouse? No special rooms?
Well, there is the luxury foods warehouse.
Luxury foods? Why didn't you say so earlier?
Just thought you wanted to see where the body... I just thought you were only interested in warehouse number 2. Besides, it's underground, so it's even colder than this. You sure you really want to go down there? You could darn well freeze to death. All life will come to an end in the icebound zone.
I hope Alvin Woods gets to make whatever movie he wants to make. Also, if I don't continue, he'll do this forever, and I think that's a perfect life.
You feel?
Yeah.
Let's head there at once. I'm sure that must be where we're meant to go.
But what about
I think it would be great if
All we
Francis
need to
York
do is
Morgan
find a
and Melvin
10-foot tall
Woods
man with monstrous
made
strength.
movies together.
Yes.
That giant knows where she is.
I think they'd be
10 foot tall?
truly terrible and therefore wrap back around to become really great.
But finding the flying serpent is
Dude,
more important right
York
now.
is a very young FBI agent.
Now please, Guide me
'Cause
to the
he's
luxury
what,
foods
40
warehouse
in
at once.
2021 or 42 in 2021.
These luxury foods are
Something like
most
that.
likely being used in
So he's
local
like 21
Cajun cuisine.
here.
I'm so excited to see what we'll find. Aren't you, Zach?
I'm curious.
He's kind of a prodigy.
I mean, he is. He solves cases like they're nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not playing this game. This is just Francis York Morgan. I can talk to Melvin again.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, this you don't actually play Deadly Premonition 2. You run the Deadly Premonition 2 software, and then it is a vessel which is moved forward by Francis York Morgan, who is soul bonded
That
to the
elevator
game
needs a
cartridge.
key, Mr. York.
I want to make a
Do you have one?
Francis York Morgan
Actually,
D&D character
no.
somehow. I don't know what he would be.
I didn't think you'd ever want to go down.
Well, this is the perfect time to workshop it,
I
isn't
didn't
it?
It
bother
is.
to go
All
and
right,
get
so I think
Well,
he
then
has
would you
to
go
be
and get one
a
now?
warlock of some sort. I think having Zach be his patron,
Oh yeah.
or vice versa, where York.
COG,
Oh my
I know. goodness.
Okay, so here's the
to him
deal.
straight.
Ready?
Mhm,
You
mhm.
play as York. York is the patron of Zach, and you do level 1 warlock. You do Hexblade, right? So that you get the Hex Warrior feat, so you can attack with charisma. But he has terrible charisma.
Thing is, Mr. York,
I mean, does
you know
he?
the Clarsons?
I mean, yeah,
I think
everyone's
he's
going-
extremely charismatic, but just totally untrustworthy.
No, but everyone finds him appalling.
Well, they
Like,
don't
I
too much
suppose
like the
so.
players.
Everyone-
I guess, yeah, the in-world
They
people
sure
are
as
put off.
hell
Well,
don't
not
like it when they're
everybody.
my color.
Like
It was,
in the first game, there are
real
people
hard for
who
me to get
like
permission to
are
open up this place
are,
for you to
like,
search through.
way
They
into
ain't
what
gonna be
he's
too happy
putting
if I
down.
go
You know
into
what?
a nap.
There's people
Ask
like
for another
What should we
like
do
Polly
then?
and who's the
Let's just find a
guitarist?
worker here who can lower the elevator for us instead.
I don't know, but he owns the Milk Barn.
Yeah,
All they
you know,
need
like,
to
there
do
are
is take
people
a
who
break
are,
from their
like-
work for a couple minutes.
but then again, I guess where do you rank those people in
And what am I supposed to
terms
do?
of
Just stand here
regular-
and pretend like nothing's happening?
to?
You FBI folks are good
Yeah.
at that, right?
I suppose
That's
they're
always
not
what I
your
see you
dime a
doing on
dozen
TV.
D&D NPCs. They're weirdo Deadly Premonition characters. So
All
it's
right,
totally
I do have some workshops, but I think we should do it when we're not doing. We keep talking over.
yeah, but what really are we missing?
We gotta find
More
the.
Zunichi.
We're missing Patty talking shit about York, and let's be real.
That's fair.
Thankfully,
there's subtitles.
The elevator won't move without it. Think you two can go and figure something? I'll search around here. And I believe in you. I know they didn't make you a special agent for nothing.
Okay, so I think York has weird charisma, right? Like definitely care. Oh, can I push this?
Zach, I think we can move this. Better check
Zach,
back
would you
here as
say
well,
that
just to be on
I'm
the
a
safe
creep?
side.
Oh, weirdo? Would you say that I don't belong here?
Zach,
Love this animation.
you're so fucking special. I wish I was special. So level one, great aberrant mind sorcerer. No, aberrant mind. Oh, it's aberrant mind sorcerer, not aberrant mind warlock. Okay, so great old one warlock with Zach. No, I want to be. I would say Fey warlock, right? Because York's kind of a trickster. Level 1, you make charisma your highest stat, and then dexterity your second highest stat. You go Hexblade, and you take you get to.
Would intelligence not be a high stat for him because he has so many
Okay.
encyclopedic polls?
Yes. Sorry. Highest is charisma. Highest is intelligence, then charisma, then dex. His dump stat is absolutely wisdom.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
perception. Oh no, because investigation's intelligence, wisdom is perception. I feel like and insight's also perception and wisdom. I feel like he's charismatic. He just can't read people. So you get warlock, so you get access to Zach and/or York, depending on what you want to do, and then you do inquisitive rogue for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because inquisitive rogue, which by the way is the worst subclass name, because like all the other ones are like swashbuckler or mastermind. it's just called inquisitive, not like.
I'm curious.
Yeah. It's not like it's not a noun. It's an adjective.
That is that's a D&D cartoon from like the 80s.
The Acrobat.
Class. Yeah, where it's just like I'm going to non-violently solve a problem by using my head. You know, it's like
Right.
that sort of thing.
But I think that
I got it. It was Sokoban.
it is. But I think.
Ouch.
I think that way you can. Okay, hi Beaver. We are trying to enter the deep part of a cold storage where they kept a body. We don't really know why, but I'm playing Sokoban. And we're also talking about how to make York as a D&D character. Oh, this is why I can crouch, so I can take a shortcut.
Ah.
Wait, there's an X. What does that X mean? Is it Agent Honor? Bullfrog tongue.
Ah. Okay. Just the tongue.
Just the tongue.
You think the tongue was like stuck
Zach,
to the
the
cold
human
ground?
ability to adapt
And they
is a
removed the rest of the
frightening
frog.
thing. Some humans have the
And tongue
power to
didn't go
sleep
with it.
anywhere as long as they set their minds to it.
Yes. I don't know. I'm sure someone eats bullfrog tongue. Also.
Yeah. And why would they leave it there though? Hey.
Now we should be able to operate
Do you
the
sleep
elevator.
like that, Grant?
It's the same voice actor, Beaver. He's a little bit older, but it is
No
the
need
same
to worry.
voice actor.
This facility no longer has a body to steal. What else do they have to lose? A few cans of crawfish? I feel bad for him, but it's for the sake of the investigation. I'll write him a letter of apology later.
I honestly think that maybe the reason it sounds different is the voice direction might be better. So that it does. He has a little less stiffness in his voice because of that. I still think it works, but yeah, it does sound a little different now that you mention it.
He's not quite as weird and raspy.
Yes, and also Brantley, yes, I can sleep like that.
Just on command. Just...
Yeah, I'm very good at sleeping in random places. I slept in almost every building that I had to go to in college.
That's right. You told me that.
I had sleep in the place I worked, and I was told not to sleep there.
Mr. York, did you find a key?
Because they didn't want people.
Now,
I had
that's
to wake
my
up people
special
when I was
agent.
there.
There ain't
But
no stopping you.
The real rule is you can't lay down, but you can sleep sitting up. So
Want to head straight down?
I also
You bet.
slept at work before
Let's sally
during my
forth,
lunch
Melvin.
break because I didn't get paid for my lunch break. So if I'm not gonna get paid, I'm gonna sleep, and so I just fell asleep. I sleep a lot. One time during summer school, I had an hour lunch break, and I also didn't get paid during it, and so I went to my
Zach,
car
look
and I
at
fell
that
asleep.
thermometer. 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
One time I was playing games
Or
with Green,
minus 17.7 degrees Celsius.
and I was 0 degrees Fahrenheit is not that bad. Like I I know it's cold, but
This is the ambiguous 0.
with enough layers, you can. It's not that bad, especially if you're inside and there's no.
Hey,
wind.
Avery.
Mhm.
Can you?
We also say this is Indiana residents,
That's true.
you know, or an Indiana
Open the damn
natives.
door,
you know,
Avery.
so.
No, yeah, absolutely. It sounds a little spicy for some reason. It's the opposite of spicy.
Ain't no use, Mr. York.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to find a way out.
Once Avery starts working on something, that's all he says.
What podcast do you think he's listening to in 2005?
He just tunes
Ugh.
out everything else.
Were
We'll have to wait
podcasts a
until he
thing
finishes
yet?
and comes
Yeah.
up to us, I reckon.
They weren't popular, and you had to download them.
Or
There was no
we could
streaming,
come back
but they
tomorrow.
appeared on iTunes.
I disagree, Melvin.
Maybe. Yeah,
Time
yeah,
may be
because
on
my
our
dad
side,
listened to
but that
podcasts
doesn't
on his
mean we
old
should waste
iPod.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Willem's right. Willem
You
knows
gave me
it.
Mr.
although,
Alligator precisely for moments like
Patty's
these,
wearing
didn't you?
shorts, which is probably not good.
Wait, Mr. York! Those
Kids
tranquilizers
are
may be
invincible.
non-lethal, but it's still dangerous to use them on humans.
Of course, Melvin. I never said I was going to shoot him.
Kids play in the snow for fun.
That's true. I once played in the snow without a shirt.
You're gonna shoot some meat to get his attention.
Powerful. You're also like a human
I'm right,
radiator.
ain't I?
That's true. I run warm.
Unlike me,
Wait,
nickname Cold Storage
Cold storage.
Warehouse. A very, very
Oh,
popular and agreed upon nickname.
Grogboard, just because you haven't seen this yet, I do now have a backdash.
Do you have a side dash, like a little side step?
I can dash any direction.
Nice.
Corner, back. Here's the thing. They really were shooting for York to be in Smash Bros. Think of it. All right, ready? He has his dodge moves. He has a skateboard now. Can you imagine that being his B inside when he gets on the skateboard?
Yeah.
I mean, you would still pull from like. You would still pull from the original. Like he would have the sword, right? Absolutely have the sword from the original game. That's just an alligator head.
Yeah.
Grogwar, I'm happy that you're happy that he has the quick step.
Now,
This is Mr.
let me get
York,
this straight.
an
To
agent
get
from the
this
FBI.
guy to open the door, York
Hi, Avery.
shot his gun
I'm
to knock
Special
down a
Agent
gator
Francis York
head.
Morgan.
Instead of just,
Please, call me York.
shooting his gun,
York.
Well,
which makes a very loud bang.
Well, okay,
You
so
were
it is a rubber
smarty
bullet gun,
pants,
and they do not make as loud as a bang. And he has
Okay.
he has headphones in
That's okay.
because he's
That
listening.
helps then.
He's listening to the #1 podcast
Shy
of
than he
2005.
looks.
Can someone please look up when the #1
Come on,
podcast
just
of
settle down,
2005 was?
Tell
Let
what
me-
this
let
here
me
place
take
is
a
for.
look. 2005
Lots
podcast.
of expensive food here. Yup.
This is a terrible Google search.
Mighty precious.
Oh, it
to
was
the
definitely,
Clarksons, so I got
the Franklin Church
it.
of Christ
I see.
podcast.
So you're this area's keeper.
Oh,
Who's familiar
I
territory
help with the
fan?
research too. I
Hello,
do
familiar
like
territory
research.
fan. Oh, hi, Ryan.
Research. What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't
Oh,
no.
yes. The
lab.
Entrepreneurial Thought
It's a
Leaders
warehouse.
podcast with Joe
Ain't
Lehman,
no lab.
founder and CEO of Trilogy.
Smarty pants scientist.
I know none of those
does
words,
The research.
but I'll take your word for it.
I ain't no smarty pants.
I think
no.
Avery Smith is underselling his intelligence.
He's a
Yeah.
bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy.
He's also huge.
So he's our first suspect.
Your story about the giant who carried Lisa.
Oh, did you see that?
Tell me you think it's
You're
him.
put into DreamWorks face mode for
I
like
mean,
a split second.
It's true that
Yes,
he's free
I
to
did.
come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but
He's so tall.
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5".
He's literally
The one who moved
As
Lisa's
tall as
body
Green.
must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
too short, huh? Well, if you ever happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
Is York really still advocating for finding a 10-foot tall person?
yeah, Ryan. This game was made in
Please.
2020.
Yeah, released in 2020.
Hey, cut it out!
Whoa.
It looks really bad, I know.
Please.
But that's kind of the charm of
Why?
Deadly Premonition.
Avery, that's not
This
Lisa.
is also running on Switch.
Yeah.
This is not a PC.
Please.
Yeah.
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Elise is no longer with us.
Please. Please.
Hey.
My fault. My
This-
fault.
Yeah, this is true blue Deadly Premonition caricature right here.
Yes, it is.
He, I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got
Didn't
him
like her
trapped
enough
right
to
now.
distinguish her from a
You know how normal
10-year-old.
kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy.
It's it
I'd
is
appreciate it
Deadly
if you heard this
Premonition,
particular
where it's like a
inspection
pretty
along.
pretty terrible
Just holler at me
caricature,
if you find anything.
but they
I reckon that'll
advocate
make it easier for
like
you to go do your
positive
thing.
things about
Yeah.
it.
hmm
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch
I
on.
don't know, man. Dude, my feelings for Deadly Premonition are so weird.
Yeah, I get that. I feel the same way.
I feel like Swery legitimately cares.
Yeah.
And I feel like it doesn't feel like he's...
I suppose in a way they sort of look like flying serpents.
That's the name of my first soda. They're having a conversation in the freezer, Ryan, because this is where the dead body was stored.
We're in a dark
so
basement
they stored the dead body here, and so we're trying to figure out where the body went because it's not here.
This
town is too small to have a morgue, and so yeah, no one
personally
actually like gets murdered around here. So
we hunt for more
they use the cold storage warehouse as a
them over long
substitute.
Of time. The human race gives terror a whole new.
Damn, York.
What is this? All right.
Spill that poetry. I should snap for him.
All right, let's see what he says about this.
Cans of Holy Trinity paste, onions, bell peppers, and celery. The absolute basics for any Cajun dish. This product combines them all into some sort of paste.
Sounds terrible.
Oof. People actually buy this garbage?
What's your favorite?
Even the name sounds idiotic.
So the first game, Beaver, the first game started development in 2004 and didn't come out till 2010. So it had a 6-year development time. This game started development, I believe, in 2018, and it came out in 2020. So there was about a 14-year development.
Zach, I just made an
difference.
eternal promise with myself.
It's really weird that they made this game.
Yeah.
If I ever happen to come across any food prepared with this paste,
But
I vow to never call it Cajun
the cult
food.
classicness of this game is incredible. And I understand it. I love the first one. I would say the first one's a good game, which is wild. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
There are torn off claws
It's not
and
a
legs scattered all over
competently
the
made
ground.
game, but it is a game that
I doubt they'll fly anytime soon.
feel
can't
like
tell which ones
has
are from
so much
crawfish
charm and
which parts are from
personality
shrimp. How
that
about
there
you, Zach?
isn't really any other game that you can compare it to. Actually, weirdly enough, I think that I would compare it a lot to Disco Elysium. They're very different games. Like they're super. Like, I wouldn't say if you like Disco Elysium, you'll like Deadly Premonition or vice versa. But if you're looking for kind of this main character that you have to grow to like, with a lot of weird imagery and stuff, I think that you could make a case that they're similar in that way.
They kind of transcend their medium expectations because they're so novel.
Yeah, like I'm enjoying this game as a story. As a game, I'm not having a good time, but I'll learn to like it. I mean, I don't think it controls much better than the first one. That is for sure.
Yeah, this
You're not going
Deadly
to let me finish?
Premonition
Sometimes
feels
taking the
more
most
like
roundabout, isn't that right?
feels more like a God Hand kind of cult classic than a Ball and Wonderworld cult classic.
Yes.
Like, Ball and Wonderworld takes off because it has like it is spearheaded by like industry mainstays and veterans, and it has like a strong aesthetic going for it, but everything else about it's kind of compromised. Whereas a game like God Hand or a game like this game feels like its ambitiousness and willingness to be different exceeds what the medium was able to contain by the time it needed to be released.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like they cared more about, for example, like getting the content that they really wanted more than fixing up the frame rate in time, which fixing up the frame rate in time is going to be difficult for anybody. But like, because
now here's some real Cajun cuisine.
From industry testimony,
When
I've
these sausages
heard
are linked up, they almost look
the frame
like a
rate,
serpent, but it's hard to imagine
is
them
bad
fly.
pretty much
Let's
up to
move
the
on,
end.
Zach.
It doesn't really matter what you're working on, especially it varies when you're in, like, say, debugging modes where you have more like tacked onto the game than will actually be in the game in the end to gather things like data and logistics that you can look at. But anyways,
Avery, this box looks special.
you know, their priority
Box
was
and
like
food.
the content of the
For their
game
home.
over the technical production as a game.
Melvin, is this the
I
Clarkins
think
family
that's a good way to
crest?
put it.
Oh.
And
The dragonfly?
I'm guessing working with the Switch doesn't help either, because
That's
Yeah.
Clarkson's mark, all right.
you know, games like Mario Odyssey and like Splatoon 2 and Breath of the Wild are all like beautiful and very well done games, but they're also made by Nintendo. And
Even they have some
Ain't no
serious
big deal.
commonizes, especially in
You can find
handheld
those all
mode.
over
yes,
town.
so it's one of those things where
Is that so?
I can
Well, yeah.
forgive
They pretty much run all of
Swery
town's major industries.
for the problems that this game has.
I
I
do
kind of
believe
wish
own
that they
just
would
about
have
everything there is to own.
like leaned a little
their
bit harder
word is
into
law.
the
Got the whole darn town tattooed with their dragon
like
flies.
almost think of
Can't
like
even
the
walk a
Walking
few
Dead
steps without
type
seeing
style of graphics, like the Telltale stuff.
Zack,
Yeah.
this dragonfly is our flying serpent.
But
The flying
I
serpent
think
owns
I
this
think for
town.
what this game is,
They're related to Lise Clarkson, our
it
victim.
looks fine.
And Hungan's oracle pointed us toward their family
Yeah, it has
crest.
some Somnium. Like what the investigation mode is
Clarksons
very
must be
Somnium.
deeply intertwined with this case.
The UI is a lot more like clean, modern, sans serif
Melvin, Patricia,
style.
I think I've had
than,
enough of this frozen
The
world.
skeuomorphism that was in the
Let's
previous
head
game.
back out to that
The
merciless
previous
sun.
game was all about like, oh, we want to make the menus and stuff feel like you're actually looking through a case file, or you're,
Well,
you know,
What are you waiting for?
you're in a room
Can't
filled
bear to
with,
spend another second down here.
you know, props and things to look at. That's your start menu. In this game, I feel like they pull away from that in order to make things more accessible. So it's like, hey, here's a side menu that's got, you know, some quest cards to look at.
Yeah.
And it still maintains some of that, but as mentioned in the chat, like it's definitely got more of that like modernized, like Apple style power washed
Yeah.
look to it.
Well, and you think about even the map in the original game. When you're looking at a map and you're navigating by yourself, you tend to hold it in the direction that you're facing, so you know when to take a left, when you know to take a right. And in the real life, that works because normally you're not looking at a waypoint, you're not looking at a destination, you are taking directions. In the original game, you are looking at a waypoint, so when the map rotates, it's very, very confusing.
Whew. So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
My favorite part is that they don't explain to you
Zack
that the
and I will
map
take things
rotates
from
with
here.
you in Deadly Premonition 1. So you can sincerely just
Uh,
continually
then
get
what's
lost
happening?
wondering, why is this map so difficult for me to
Tend to your
decipher?
sick wife?
Because you
I
don't
don't know.
recognize that it's
You're
moving
free to
on
do
you.
as you please.
Wow, York. Fucking
Jeez.
I'll stop by the sheriff's office when I need your help again.
I want both these characters to follow me around.
I suppose that's what I'll do. It'll
too.
sure make Candy happy. But I am the sheriff of this town, so I do intend to get some work done. I know. How about I search for Lisa's body while you're busy?
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea, Melvin.
Just be careful that you don't get attacked by a barefooted giant.
Hey,
It
don't
reminds me
scare
of
me like that.
Andre the Giant's character from Blazing Saddles. That's just who I'm
Why do you
imagining.
keep talking about that giant anyway? You really think some giant was responsible for all this?
Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I
Oh,
do.
you mean the big person they're referring to?
Yeah. Also, Melvin asked you.
Was that? Yeah.
Was it Andre the Giant?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
No, that's Princess Bride.
Yes.
Yes. Also, Melvin just asked, do you really think it's a giant? Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I do.
Just when I thought you were starting to catch on.
Classic lines. in
Disappointing to
Francis
say the
Morgan.
least.
But how can you be so sure? I want to see some proof.
Proof number 1. The footprints that led up to where Lisa's body originally was were made with bare feet. None of the prints looked similar to those of common insulated
It
boots,
was Alex
and the
Karas
arches of the feet
was,
were visible.
Mongo and Blazing Saddles.
Oh
The person who
shit!
carried out
Here
Lisa's
comes
body must have
manga.
had very large feet. I'd say they were at least 16 inches. Proof number 2.
Candygram.
I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse.
That's a good movie.
The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side.
Dude, I love that York is just like absolutely 100% a giant.
Clearly, the giant moved the light because it was in his way. He pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number 3. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where Lisa's body was stored.
The final boss of the first game is a demon.
This means the giant carried her out
A
without
giant
dragging
demon.
her across the floor. But there's only one set of footprints.
So like,
The only conclusion I can draw from this evidence is that a barefoot giant standing
So
over
in other
10
words,
feet
we're
tall
100%
carried
agreeing
Lisa's
with
body
York
out.
that sure.
That concludes
this
the entirety of
tracks
my proof.
yeah, it really does.
in a
Objections,
retroactive sort of perspective.
It's so weird because
But there ain't no way a human could ever be that
like
tall.
there's so many times in the first game where you're like, I wonder if this is just all in York's mind. And
Have
then you're
you
like,
seen
no,
every
it's
human
no.
alive with your own eyes? Well then, you need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation.
Fucking love this game.
Whether you come face to face with a 10-foot giant or a skeletal gentleman,
I love that he refers to the skeletal gentleman as the skeletal gentleman.
you always need to accept everything that comes to you with
He's
a
very
clear mind.
yeah, skeletal. Oh yeah, Beaver. I don't know if you saw this, but he had a notion with like
Saw a man in the mirror.
yeah, he saw a skeleton man in the mirror, like the
Do that,
guy from
and eventually the
Princess and the
truth
Frog with like
will
the skeletal
reveal
face
itself to
painting.
you. You're a smart
And
kid, I'm
he,
sure you
he
understand.
helps him figure out stuff, and he refers to him as the skeletal gentleman. And I
Well,
love it.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. I
I'm
wanna
sorry I ever doubted you.
come up
A
with
sharp
the
eye and
so I know like a
observational
common
skills.
name for
Uncovering the
what we
truth.
saw, but I'm
I
also
won't
like,
ever question
is
you
that
again.
a
Heck,
is that a
I'll do
charged
whatever you
term
say.
So
that we don't use anymore?
It's
That's it, Melvin.
it's with the
I'm glad you
voodoo
finally
religion,
caught on.
But yeah, I don't know if the term is
Okay,
because yeah.
time to go. You know this town
I
well,
know someone.
so
I
I'd
know
like
someone
you to
who
accompany
practices
me from
voodoo,
now on.
but I don't know how she would say it.
hmm
Patty?
Yeah.
Zach, we found the flying serpent. Now we simply need to locate the 10 maidens. It's time to head on to
Yeah.
Alexis's
So
diner and lane.
he said, find the 10 maidens and the flying serpent, and also, Beaver. I don't know if you've seen this. So York's car got stolen. Hold on. Let's see if.
So
Patty has
you
anything.
clearly love TV shows, but
Oh, we've already.
what
heard
about
this.
movies?
Movies?
um,
We don't even have a movie theater around
the
here.
word the phrase I'm thinking of is witch doctor.
Yes, that's what I was
But-
thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think it's at least from looking at Wikipedia, it might
Okay,
not be
Patty.
like
I'm going to try asking you that
accurate
question again.
because
What do you do when you're at home?
who they're referring to or not,
I watch
which is
TV, look up
um,
stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't
more
much else to
oftenly
do
it's
when you're
referring
out
to
in the middle of
healers.
nowhere.
Would it be a
but
shaman?
that's like the
For some reason, I envisioned you working
Maybe.
hard to take care of all
Um,
the chores around the house.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
not
stuff
certain,
like that too.
but like that's
but doesn't
the
everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out their parents. They're too busy talking with their friends on the
yeah.
phone
So that's
or
like
through
the
emails.
That's
imposed
stupid.
term, I
don't
guess.
get why everyone's so obsessed with.
So
taking
probably
pictures of
not.
themselves.
Again, it's
Then
not
they
really
send them to their
accurate
friends
enough.
just to get approval.
Um,
Talk about cringeworthy.
How do you
yeah, I
prefer
guess
to boost your
shaman is
self-esteem?
also
I don't
would
need
probably
to.
be closer.
I have my family. Besides, my
That makes
daddy's
sense.
the town sheriff. All I need to be happy.
If anyone has
is a
corrections
normal
for us,
life.
let us know.
That's
Yes.
awfully mature of you.
Everyone else is just childish. I'm totally normal.
Okay, then. So what do you do after you finish all your chores?
Patty is totally
you don't
normal.
turn on CNN and pour yourself some bourbon, do you?
Which is
CNN.
why she's
That's
hanging out
kid
with
stuff.
Francis York
What I
Morgan.
watch is way more adult than that.
Like what? Live sports?
You just don't get it, Agent York. Full House, Friends, Beverly Hills 90210,
Shows.
sitcoms. Sitcoms are an all-in-one package. Dreams, love, life lessons, science fiction. They've got everything you'd ever want. And some cable channels just show reruns all day long. It's the best. Oh, but my favorite TV show is this old one called MacGyver.
Oh, there's
The main
cars.
character is cute and smart. I don't know his real name, but I like him. Oh, and I also like Gil Grissom from CSI. I just think it's adorable how he keeps maggots inside his fridge.
She's so weird. She's
Thank you,
perfect.
Penny. That was very informative.
She is
Well,
perfect
what do
for
you
your
think, Zach?
sidekick.
her tastes
So
are...
good.
they're a bit hard to describe. Wait, don't even say it. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I'm in full agreement.
See if she has anything else to say. Yeah, she's great.
Hey, Agent York.
Yes?
Is that... Sorry, never mind. I think I was just seeing things.
Oh, that's you're out of dialogue now.
All right,
Phrase.
Beaver, are you ready? Are you
Bust
ready?
it out.
Are you ready? So my I don't know if Beaver is here for the first time. No, he
Oh,
wasn't.
maybe Ryan wasn't.
Yeah.
Ryan's still here.
So your car was stolen. So your way to get around town is a skateboard.
What's your favorite ska song?
I don't know. In terms of like melody, I really like Sublime's Wrong Way. Oh, Plan B by 5 Iron Frenzy is very good. Wait, you
Hey,
can
can
talk
you-
to Zach? Oh my god.
Try it.
So, what do you think of it? Yes, I'm talking
Yeah.
about Boondock. Is the
Good
skeletal gentleman
eye.
friend or
Thank
foe?
you for letting us
Or does
know.
he merely
Thanks.
exist outside the
Well,
realms of
that's-
evil? Still too early to tell. But it clearly
Highly
that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mistress. That's what my soul tells me.
Oh,
My soul tells me, yeah.
By the way, Zach, Boondon feels very familiar to me. You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes, I think I...
oh. You bump into the wall? Yours?
Stops talking.
Interesting.
Loses train of thought.
Yeah, watching the stream, the frame rate doesn't look too bad on the stream. It's terrible on my computer. On my monitor.
So ska.
Ska.
Is something wrong?
Goldfinger's a classic. There's this one song, I can't remember what it is. It actually came out relatively recently for ska. I can't remember who it's by. You can't be Stinky Agent in this run, I don't think, Beaver. You might be able to, I'll see. But
If we can, we will.
There's a song and it's
I got
like,
something to say.
I got to go. Good luck. All right, talk to you
When I
later.
first met you in the hotel parking lot, you mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you
It's the
should track down
Interrupters. It's called Cheese
Professor R.
Kerosene. It's a pretty decent song. It came out
Professor
in like 2018.
R.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz
Just could
bar
not
on the other
remember it.
side of the bayou.
I also
do you
like
know
Counting
that?
the Days by Goldfinger. I think that's
Because
not Counting the Days. Not by Goldfinger. Fuck. Who sings
Because, huh?
Goldfinger?
Interesting.
Oh my god. And they also did a cover of 99 Red Balloons. Owl's Nest. Oh, are these... Anyway, Counting the Days. Because, oh no, I didn't want to come to Alexa's Diner. Wait, yes I did. This is the bowling alley, right?
We'll
if
see.
Not, if not, I get to meet some people.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is Goldfinger. That's the band. But what's the song they sing a lot? What's the one that everyone likes? The one that's on in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Superman, yes. Ugh, God. Man, I'm embarrassing myself.
New bowl. Roman Bluefield.
But yeah, Counting the Days is a good one. The first time I listened to that song was when I was there was a Mario 64 music video.
Oh.
Special sale for Sunburned.
Can you get a sunburn?
Can you get
Is
a
that the new Stinky Agent?
Sticky Agent, Sunburn Agent. I like how there is a single bowling alley.
Yeah. Small town. You're in the way. Was this person just chilling up here?
She is. Look how happy she is. She's
She's
just.
just happy to get away from her family.
Oh, this bowling alley reminds me of my husband. I come and stare at it every day and think back to the good times.
I always pegged him with the 7-10 split.
That bastard could get a strike if it saved his life. And it didn't. Watch this, motherfuckers. I'm about to go ham on these pins.
I would love it if she just throws the ball like it doesn't hit the alley floor.
10 maidens, Zach.
Dude,
Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
I have to.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
God, his hair is...
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of
Patty,
this
how
restaurant.
are you doing that with
I'm
your
helping
mouth?
out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Do you think she
Oh
even
my
believes
lord.
he's FBI
well, ain't
yet?
that something?
No. I don't think she'll ever believe he's FBI.
Well, he'll eventually flash his
I'm
badge,
FBI
right?
Special Agent
See, like,
Francis
there it
York
is.
Morgan.
See?
Please, call me
Oh,
York.
I think Patty doesn't.
Everyone's
believe.
always called me that.
Oh.
Oh my lord. Well,
Well,
that's got to be the
if I was
strangest
working
introduction I've
somewhere and a
ever
10-year-old
heard.
told me, "Hey, heck,
No
check it
wonder
out, I'm
everyone in
hanging out with
town's been
someone from the
talking about
FBI,"
you.
I'd be like, "That's great." Just not believe him at all.
Pat,
I want a chocolate sundae, but no cherries. I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh my lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures?
I will say,
Bobby's
I looked up the
collecting
voice cast
snapshots
for
what
this
a town
game,
used to be
and,
like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I'll just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me,
I'm
you
always
know?
happy about
Just
that.
thought it'd
Yeah,
be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good
They
old
did a good
days.
job with the voice cast.
Zach, did you hear that?
Excellent.
Good
That-
old
that's a
days.
sweary
Even
thing.
in a remote town
You
that's
know,
already
like,
far behind the
Swery
times, there are still people
would
who
go out of
yearn
his
for
way
the
to find
past.
people that, you know, can connect to the characters.
She told
like
me what was going on, you know.
I'm not sure he'd have
Please.
any
You
direct
don't need
sway
to try and
over
hide it from me, honey.
the
the voice
English
cast.
language voice
Last time
acting,
she
but
came here, she told me all
whoever
about
did,
it.
good on him.
Some
Yeah.
odd fella was following
It's about
her
time we
around.
got that as a consistent part
Stalking her
of the game
like.
industry
What
and
kind
the
of
voice
fellow?
acting industry in general.
She said he had a really tall shadow.
Long time coming.
How tall?
Tall shadow.
As tall as an
Oh,
oak tree.
The fucking giant's real.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't.
I love it.
I know just about everyone in
I
this
like that
here
we saw
town,
this old
but
lady
I
just
ain't
pull off a
never
fucking
seen a man
stride
who
like it was
stands
nothing.
that tall.
And that's not even
Maybe
the
it
context
really
of
was
this.
an oak tree, and she just mistook it for someone.
She's like, I'm here with the
Sometimes the
seniors
silhouettes
club
of
and
the
they
trees
won't talk
with lots of
about
Spanish moss
anything
hanging
except
down
Fox News,
make
so I
me
just
feel a
come up
little
here and
funny
work
too.
on
I
my
don't
game.
think so, Alexis.
Gotta remember
Lee said
the time
the
I
shadow
kicked
was
my husband's
following
ass
her,
in
correct?
bowling every single
That means
time.
she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an
Look at
oak
that.
tree.
Look,
If she had
Well,
only mistaken an oak tree
do you
for a
see it?
person, she wouldn't have described it that way.
The beard
She
is
might have
coming.
said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing. But it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah!
hell yeah, this is cartoon.
I got a turkey!
Truly mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Fucking get it. See what-
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use the lane while she's here.
I was gonna make a joke about it.
Patty, that's
Hey,
exactly what I came to do. You see, Zach and I
Here are
need to
some of
bowl
those
down
animations
10
we
maidens.
talked about.
Fine, go on
Yeah.
and try if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae.
These are really great.
Hey! Are you nuts?
Well, I guess that's because this is a full-blown
What's the most
cutscene.
addictive
Yeah.
drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin. Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh, my Lord. Coming right up, honey.
Milk's bad for you
What the
too.
fuck?
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against the law. You got no right to take
Also,
that from
you
me,
guys are
even if
running
you are some
constantly.
FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I
York
do.
smokes
Signed a
fucking
contract, remember?
cigarettes.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our
He
world.
wants to deny this child sugar?
You just ate it too.
What an amazing
What a
chocolate sundae.
bitch.
Zach, I think we
Oh
just
my
uncovered an
God.
incredible treasure here. I feel like I could eat one of these every day while we're in this town.
What?
Oh, York.
York just got upgraded to villain status.
Evil character. I don't know, that's pretty lawful neutral still.
I mean, he just took candy from a baby, basically.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one.
Never a dull
You
moment,
came out
huh?
here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you
I
city
fucking
folk
love
from
this
a
game
mile
so
away.
much. Look at the fucking way they...
No.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Parpet
Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
You're so polite about it.
So you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They're the real
kinda miss seeing
deal. Well,
the
one
animation
even
of York
predicted
tapping his
when I'd
lapel
bowl
all the
my
time.
first perfect game. Oh no! Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one.
I know,
If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the
I
lane.
have this thing
Well, the
where
sheriff did
I
that
look at
once, and
the
something
proverbial camera every
horrible
time that something
happened.
wild
The
happens in
next
this.
time I
No one is
bowl,
watching me. I do not have a mic.
a gutter ball.
I do that too.
First time in 12 years.
Sometimes when I want to
was
make a very important point, I
mortified.
look into my microphone.
And I
at
am going
those
to make
minerals
sure
she has in that
nothing like
bag.
that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
Thank you, Mrs. Carpenter. Pretty damn good.
It's a routine, Zach.
I like
Understand?
how York just rotated away
Just
from
like
her.
us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given
Fuck
it
the
up
feds.
once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago.
This
I'll
is-
never break my promise to him.
Oh my
But-
god, we were right.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
Oh.
She's looking at the... I can't believe we were right. Oh god.
Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
My gosh.
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Hmm? Oh boy. So you have to legally unseat her from the bowling alley.
I feel bad for Patty.
Yeah.
Just hurry and finish
York
up your... Can't
dunked on her.
stand being inside this place without a chocolate sundae. Not even for a second.
Don't worry, Patty. I'll knock down those 10 maidens in the blink of an eye. You just wait
Oh,
here
you
and
have to
drink
do
your
that
milk.
while you're here.
Yeah.
What'll it be?
Is this place a bowling alley or a restaurant?
Both, York. Like, God
Oh my god.
Oh my lord,
This
what's
is the-
wrong, honey? Can't tell
I've-
the difference?
There are other
It
streamers
says
out there
restaurant
who
right there on the outside.
occasionally have the debate of whether
How
Chuck
do
E.
you explain
Cheese
that then?
is an arcade or a
That's so the
restaurant.
customers
It's
can bowl while
both.
they eat. Convenient. If
That's
you
what
want
some people
bowl,
say.
honey, you'll have to ask Mrs.
I guess
Carpenter
credit
to
where
open
credit's
up the
due. That's
lane for you. But if you just want to eat,
the
then
radio
all you need to
TV
do is call my name. Got it?
crew. So if you look up Wayne Radio TV or
Uh,
Radio TV Solutions, that's the Twitch group.
So I guess that's an expensive chocolate sundae, but I'm gonna buy it. Oh, you eat it? You get a cutscene. Oh, I did not buy coffee. Why did I get
That's a desktop
So,
wallpaper. Why
what
did
do you think of my Cajun food, huh?
No complaints here.
I
No wonder you call this restaurant
it
the
just
best Louisiana's got
did
to
they not
offer.
make any more food? Is it just like, well, we're gonna show him like sitting down and joeing it up?
the best part about this is I ate a sundae.
Yeah.
Then I drank coffee, and then she's like, "Do you like my Cajun food?" None of that was Cajun.
Oh my lord. Ain't
Cajun
that
sundae.
nice of you? It's nothing like
You know,
that
with the
Creole
bell peppers
food.
and onions.
And I'll be damned if it isn't the best eating you'll find this side of the Mississippi.
Hold on just one moment, Alexis. I always thought that both Creole and Cajun food were staples of the South. Am I misunderstanding something?
We're gonna get a lesson.
Not at all, honey. Cajun and Creole food are both staples of the South. They both have roots in French cooking, of course, but Creole cooking just ain't my cup of tea. Sauces of France combined with cooking methods brought in from Africa, mixed in with Spanish influences and Italian-style tomato sauce. Huh, when you smush all that together, you can't even tell what it is no more. Cajun food is pure and solid. The Acadians who settled in Canada brought it here from France in the 1600s. Then the British chased them off their land and they ran all the way down here. They walked straight across America, north to south. Finally, they found a safe haven right here in southwest Louisiana. Woo! We got everything you'd ever want here. Fresh fish, wildlife, even veggies and fruit. They use their knowledge of French
Too much
cooking
wildlife.
and
There's killer
added
squirrels
some
everywhere.
spice and herbs. Oh, and then they threw in fresh
I'm just-
local ingredients
I'm just
to create
enthralled
what
by
we
this
know
game
as
explaining what Cajun
Cajun
cuisine is.
Interesting. Now I understand what you mean about the Cajun and Creole food being completely different, but I still insist that both are shining examples of delicious local food. Roots and history aren't that important, are they?
Oh my lord, you don't get it, do you, honey? Lately, there are shops all over the place calling themselves Cajun, Creole, or whatnot,
Wild fucking, like, this is incredible.
but all they serve is a hot mess
great.
of different ingredients loaded with spices. And the tourists ain't none the wiser. I just hate feeling like folks are getting the wrong impression about Cajun food.
I get it now. According to your
So is
interpretation,
Alexis basically
Creole food
informing
is
us of,
contributing
like-
to that wrong
like
impression.
tourist trap.
The commodification or gentrification of, yeah.
Yeah, that.
You bet it is.
I fucking love this game.
That's why I always make sure to teach all
That's
my
so
customers what's
fucking
what.
Cool. Like, it's so like silly and unnecessary, like in a video game, but I appreciate it. All right, how do I get her off? I guess I just talk to her. I'm glad
Well, I
that.
think the only way to get her off would be related to her husband, but I'm afraid he's not with us anymore, so.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter?
Stop! Not now. Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind?
Hey, we need to go bowling so I can take that bowling stance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a very weird walk
Woo!
cycle.
See, she also has the
Holy mother of bowling balls.
aiming dodge
Let me
moves.
pick up this split.
Bizarre prey.
Holy
What if it said bizarre prayer, but with an A?
Yee-hoo! Uh-oh, she's Jack Frost from Shin Megami
Always works
Tensei.
on a split. Oh, yeah,
Good
never
reference.
fails.
Zach, our new friend, appears
No,
to
sorry,
be a
that's
very
Hee-ho.
superstitious lady.
Failed. You failed.
We should try and utilize
I
this
did.
trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen.
He's rolling for some persuasion here.
Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now?
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection.
Oh yes, a great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds? I have 3 of the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Erzuli Frida.
4 now. Count them. 4 Chaos Emeralds.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
Is there a spiritual gem store? I wonder
Zach,
how...
this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom just real quick.
Alrighty.
I'll be right back. Entertain our guests. I almost said customers.
Okay. Hey, you all like video games? We're playing one right now. This is a video game, all right. Yeah. Grant, are you back yet? Fuck, he's not back. You know, I think really all of us are gamers on the inside. Truly, there are some legendary gamers out there. Gamers like, well, there's esports people, you know? They play a lot of video games. There's that kid from The Wizard, the movie about the Nintendo Championships. Now that I think about it, that's just straight up like a movie advertisement.
So now we gotta go to a rock and mineral store.
Thank God you're back.
Why?
No reason. Just had a great time talking alone with everybody. If you need more time, feel free.
No, I'm good.
I can definitely handle it.
I'm gonna see how geologically accurate whatever they're gonna try and sell us is. What's your favorite rock, Brantley?
Uh-oh, this is the real trap. This is where we figure out if I actually name a rock or I accidentally name a mineral instead. Let's see. I like jasper.
That's a mineral, you fool.
I knew it. Ugh. My favorite rock is the rock that fits neatly into my pocket and is smooth to touch. Of which there are many in this world.
I believe jasper is a variation of microangular quartz, but I could be wrong.
I thought you came here to bowl.
Yes, I did.
Then
Is
why
it
are you
easier to
leaving?
qualify
You gave up on trying
things
to
that aren't
convince Mrs.
quartz
Carpenter
than
to
it
let
is
you
to
play?
qualify what
No,
is
Patty,
quartz?
neither Zach nor I have given up on anything. We're just going to stop by Erzuli Frida.
So,
Erzuli Frida?
yeah, not
What do you want
necessarily.
with that place?
What do you know about it, Patty?
Like quartz.
It's a
okay.
dumb store that sells
So
stupid
the
voodoo charms
quartz
and
gets a
even
bunch of
stupider
different names.
souvenirs. No one who
because it
actually
has a lot of
lives
what we
here
call
would ever be caught
polymorphs,
dead there.
which means
Daddy
that
even told me
it
to steer
has a bunch
clear
of
of it.
different ways that
And
it
why
goes
is that?
depending on outside influences.
'Cause they sell guns.
You mean Erzuli Frida is a gun shop?
Azuli Frida's a
It's
gun
kinda like
store?
a gun shop and a voodoo shop had a baby.
A voodoo shop. Thank you, Patty. You just helped me make up my mind. We're going to use the power of voodoo to help us steal the right to use that ling.
Excellent. Okay. So microangular quartz is essentially is when quartz doesn't crystallize outwardly. It sort of like crystallizes inwardly. It's part of the chalcedony phase of quartz, and so it's really smooth. But quartz is also semi-precious because it's hard enough to be used in gemstones like jewelry. So it gets a bunch of different names because people give a shit about what color it is.
Patty, this town is so peaceful.
Excuse me?
That's me.
Did
I
you
give a shit
forget
about
that we're
color it is.
investigating a murder case?
That's why I like
True,
Jasper,
but
which is a
it's
mineral.
still far more peaceful than the city I live in.
Okay.
It's like a reddish orange color.
You got it. You did it.
It would be truly shameful if I just named something without having a visual image of what that is.
But yeah, so that's why quartz gets a bunch of different names. So you have the mana card.
You lost 25 health out of your...
Out of my 300.
Patty, you have any words to say? No? Alright, well, let's move on.
I've never braked on a skateboard like that. To be fair, I ride a longboard that can't do that. So I guess that's why.
A voodoo shop. It's a voodoo shop.
He's so happy.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place.
Fucking stoked. Yeah.
Let's see what awaits us.
Loading screens.
Hey, do you
This
sell
is all
Funkos
kid
here?
Stuff.
All kid stuff.
It's just a bunch
Yeah, like
of
Funkos,
charms.
see?
I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here? My daddy makes no sense.
Probably because it's a
sometimes.
gun store.
You agree, right, Agent York? This is all just kid stuff.
Look at this, Zach. All the mysticism of the Deep South gathered up into one quaint little shop. This is 100 times more exciting than the FBI Evans vault. It's a vast treasure chest. So much to study, so much to learn.
There's a line that reminds me of. It's in... I think it's in Darkseed, which I've never played, but I've watched a little bit, because I watched a review from Pushing Up Roses on it. And it's like, what a quaint little store. And it's that very same, like, sort of stilted, weird voice delivery.
I like what this guy's name is. The Mirror.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire.
Hope it's a gun.
Hope it's a bowling ball.
Doth this
Oh.
be what thou seekest?
I love it. I love it.
It's a little crocodile.
I could
I
sell
want
it to
that.
thee now,
I want that even more than I want a...
and only now.
Well, he's having a
Surely
showdown with
fortune
the...
shall not bless thee
the
with another
badge.
chance.
That's incredible. I want that even more than a fourth
Purchase
case
this,
plush.
and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
I've taken like 6 pictures of
I know, I'm seeing them.
That's crazy. Even I can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
How much for the alligator?
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true.
Saw it in the coffee
What
this
say
morning.
thee?
What say thee?
Buy the alligator from here. I wonder if you can soft lock your game out by... Oh, it's $30.
It's hurt too many people. You cannot buy the alligator figurine.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste. I am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's errand to keep it from such a keen-eyed
Thanks to Mirror.
soul.
What's wrong with you? No
Thanks,
normal
Mirror.
person would ever buy a piece of junk like that. Not even at a garage
Patty,
sale.
you shut your mouth. That's the first thing you've said that I don't agree with.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zach? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Oh,
Use
this game
it?
makes me so
Where?
happy.
Isn't it obvious, Patty?
I wonder
Going
if I
to
would
put
have
it in
liked
front of
this game
Mrs.
as a
Carpenter's
kid.
house.
Like, if it's
I mean, you wouldn't be playing this game as a kid because it's rated
In
M for
front of
mature.
her
I
but-
played
house.
plenty of rated M games. I was a hip young kid. I played.
Yes. I'm sure this
video
figurine will
games
stop her
not meant
right
for
in her
my age
tracks.
range.
And that'll
Yeah,
give
but
us
would
a
you
chance to
pick
finally
this one out of
topple
the
the 10
lineup?
maidens.
Maybe. Like, okay, like let's dial it back and let's say that I was born in 2009. Okay?
Mhm.
And I'm a 12-year-old with a Nintendo Switch. Just like I was a 12-year-old with a Nintendo Wii and I picked up Resident Evil 4, right?
Mhm.
And I saw the Deadly Premonition 2 cover, or the Dead 2 Lee.
Get to Premonition.
Yeah.
A blessing in disguise.
And I'm like, man, I'm a mature child. I can play rated M
Are
games.
you serious?
And I looked on the back and I saw cool Agent
Of course I
Morgan,
am. And so is Zach.
looking downward.
Aren't you?
And I'm like,
I'm seriously
I gotta
wondering
play
if
it.
I should quit helping you out with this.
I don't think I would like it as a kid because there's not enough shooting. I don't know, man.
That's true. We're about like almost 4 hours in, and we haven't had combat yet.
I mean, I can go shoot squirrels.
Me,
That's true. You can do that now.
verily.
I can buy more charms. Excuse me?
Oh, so this is like accessories and equipment. Boost
Bull.
skateboard abilities.
Oh, I don't have any.
Not yet.
Oh my god. Where's my skateboard abilities? Necklaces boost boost elemental statuses of your bullets. And I
Yeah.
want to put that in perspective that York can shoot lightning out of his gun somehow. Freeze, paralysis, necklaces. No. Oh, I can't make incense yet.
Maybe it's in a different store.
I can see thou hast it.
Cutscene time. Who are we gonna run into?
Whoa.
That was close. Ah!
Wow.
Look at you, all
It's
standing there
Pauline.
like you're
Oh, no.
expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention.
Oh, she's the person, the Clarkson family.
Ah.
What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
I
Patty.
liked this game as
Who
a
was
kid.
that?
I liked weird shit as a kid.
Lena Clarkson.
Yeah.
PJ
That's
Clarkson's
possible.
second daughter.
Um,
Elise's mother.
I like that Galena just walked out of the light dimension
Zach,
to
we
come into
found
the
ourselves
store.
a Clarkson.
Hell yeah, we found ourselves a
Oh, she's not here. My dolly. Oh, she's not here. My dolly isn't here.
Are you looking for an alligator?
One of the key persons in this case just
Oh
came
my
out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting. Isn't that right, Zach?
Isn't it? Galena is a metallic mineral that is mostly comprised of lead.
Ah,
It's very dense. It's very, very heavy.
yeah.
But it's very soft.
I love the normal dude just chilling in the corner.
Yeah, dude. He's here to get some incense to boost his skate skills. Stoked, man. Every time I play this game, I just love it a little bit more.
We should just have to hope that this is not a bell curve of entertainment.
Oh, it probably is. I mean, the original Deadly Premonition was kind of a bell curve of entertainment, to be honest.
Mhm.
Not that it was bad, but there were times where it was like,
Let's get it over with.
yeah. Oh, man. I have an alligator with a top hat and a stick. Cane. Now I gotta go bowling?
Mhm.
Right,
On the way there, you should try to engage with the local wildlife.
Hey, Agent York.
Yes?
Is that... Sorry, never mind.
we gotta put some squirrels.
And then lose some squirrels. If you know what I mean. Hey, you can talk to Zach.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk.
I'm glad that we have
Those
these
bumps
games
were
because
dangerous even
they're
when we
better
still
than
had our car,
anything that's come out
but
of
this town is
Quantic
different.
Dream.
The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world, and there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well. Also, don't you find that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers? Both here and in New Orleans, I've been amazed at how cordial everyone is. Is it just the way things are down here? You certainly don't see that sort of thing in New York or D.C. They never stop to chit-chat, especially when ordering food. They only say what's necessary, without any decoration. The customer only makes eye contact with the waiter about once every 3 times they interact. But that's just how it is. Isn't that right, Zach? The human relationships
Don't run into
here
something.
are as fluid as
It'll cut out
an
the
organic
conversation.
mechanism running on the smoothest, purest oil there is. And it feels strangely comfortable after spending time in New Orleans and coming here. I think I'm starting to like the Southern disposition. They even have their own breed of bizarre crimes. And besides, the New Orleans area is
Select
famous
your
for its
character.
paranormal culture. I'm sure it'll entertain us somehow. It's still a bit of a ways off, but perhaps we can also do a little case study for our post-retirement plan. What, you still think it's too early for that? I wouldn't say so. It's never too early to be
Your
prepared.
life ends
Come on,
30
I know
minutes
you're
from
with me
now.
on this one, Zach.
Alright. Time to take care of business.
Oh, they steal things.
Oh my gosh.
He just disappeared.
Oh,
Back off. Oh. It is not lethal. The game says. But if you shoot blue squirrels, you get.
well,
6.
non-lethal to humans. What's a rubber bullet gonna do to a squirrel?
What about blue squirrels? Willem said they give us money. He said $6.
Find out. Just like the blue ghosts in Luigi's Mansion.
70.
Yeah, $7.75. How do you think Patty feels about this?
I mean, they went and said it that the wildlife is notorious.
That's fur.
Yeah, no,
and
I'm
tails.
definitely killing these squirrels. I mean, Patty said that. I mean, they like these are overtly dangerous creatures. So
They're highly trained for stealing things.
they
So
steal things. You think they were trained by a specific person to steal things from New York?
knowing this game, yes. Alright. Let's book it. And then we'll almost be done with our stream for today.
Oops, I probably shouldn't have called.
Looks like a case of bad. Let's come back later.
Oh, I guess I gotta wait.
Bad timings. We need to place the figurine in front of her house. Let's come back.
Alright, so this is...
We still got our timing system.
We do. Which I actually kind of like.
Yeah. Keeping track of people and whatnot. Similar to Majora's Mask or Moon Remix RPG. Hey, you don't have to use cigarettes to pass time anymore.
Oh, you do. I had to use
Oh, you do? Oh, okay, okay, I didn't catch
Now,
that.
the best part is you can't wait. You only go by... So I have to... Oh, I'm out of cigarettes. Okay.
Guess I'll have to buy more sometime.
Alright, well, that's kind
Can
of...
you go to the bowling alley, though?
Oh, no, I cannot.
Do you have your thing?
Bad time. We need to. Let's come back.
Is the doll what you needed?
Yeah, yep. Lost Lamb? I guess this is...
Is that literal or figurative? I can't see well enough.
It wasn't detailed enough. I guess this is the kind of time where it's like, oh, go talk to people and see if you can get up side quests and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I guess is fun. But I don't really feel like trying to find a good one, so I'm gonna find a safe spot. We can call it a little early.
Sounds like a plan.
This game is great. We'll on rare keyboard this time.
$7.77. That's a lucky right there.
Got him.
What do you think makes this squirrels blue? Do you think they're blue raspberry?
Raspberry squirrels.
Maybe it's always 777. I just misread it the first time.
It was 7777
Okay.
the first time.
Yeah, I just misread it.
Ugh, so fast. Look at the textures of the street. You can see the squares. I do like the cars. Oh, I wish I could. It's so weird. They have animations for people. Like,
Getting into there, yeah.
there's no way to.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
He just likes saying, "Hey Zach." That's great.
It's pretty Francis.
One lollipop. 2 lollipops. 3 lollipops. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
You know, Francis York Morgan's just thinking about the hard drug that is sugar.
Hey, he said he can have it.
He can also have cigarettes.
Alright. I love this.
Telephone time.
Telephone time. Time to overwrite this file. Alright. Well, thanks for everyone for checking out our Deadly Premonition 2 stream. If you like what you saw, be sure to check out our YouTube channel where we talk about anime and are incredibly insufferable.
Which you would never get from our streams.
We'll probably
This is truly a premium experience you're getting right now.
We'll be doing Deadly Premonition 2 again next week at Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. if you want to tune in and enjoy us solving crimes. We'll be recording our Megalobox episode for our anime podcast here in this coming week, so look for that in about 2 weeks. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel, our YouTube channel. We have a Twitter, which is linked somewhere on our Twitch account. You can find it. Or you don't need to do anything because we are not your dads. Can't end the stream in the Switch.